Hi and welcome to the Geek Legion of Doom. This is a horror movie review. Now this is a 2013 TV movie and basically follows the story of a young girl called Jordan who moves to a kind of a fairly rural American sleepy town called Silver Falls after her mother and father have both died in kind of two sort of separate incidents. One leukemia and one the mother drowned, I think. And she moves in with her aunt and uncle, and her aunt is actually a twin of her mum, so she kind of look the same, so it's kind of a little bit sort of freaky for her. And she's kind of got this new boyfriend who is actually kind of the school nerd, which I thought was quite a nice little twist. And one day when they're kind of out doing sort of teenagery things, she comes across a ring in the woods and sort of puts it on. And as it turns out, once she puts that on, she's kind of visited by these spirits, and there's these spirits of these sort of two twins that were kind of killed some years ago. And it turned into a kind of supernatural whodunit. She's trying to sort of uncover, you know, who were the murderers and kind of a few red herrings and things like that. So that's pretty much the plot without sort of spoiling anything. So what's the movie like? Well, it's made for a TV movie, so it isn't really a particularly scary movie or gory movie in any sort of sense whatsoever. It's quite interesting once you kind of get going, but it does take a little while for the plot to sort of kick in. I have to say, it doesn't really kick in until the kind of third act. And that's when it starts to become a little bit intriguing. But before then, it is actually quite slow. The ghostly effects are mixed. The actual makeup that you sort of see on these two sort of ghosts looks quite good. But the kind of the video effects that they use to kind of make them ghostly just look like video effects. So it kind of doesn't look doesn't look particularly good in that respect. I would say the other thing I had a problem with, we do find out who the killers are. The motivations are, I don't really understand the motivations, to be quite honest. It just seems to come out of nowhere. So that was needed a bit more fleshing out, in my opinion. The acting is all sort of so-so for this kind of film. Certainly not, I don't think it's bad and it interests the imagination, but just, you know, nothing outstanding either. Overall, it was kind of a humdrum sort of ghost story. Not, as I say, not really a scary movie by any sort of stretch of the imagination, and no sort of gore in it really at all. So I'm going to give it a straight 5 out of 10, pretty damn average, and that's the kind of the thing with this movie. It is literally kind of just an average haunting movie. Have you seen it? What did you think? Leave me a comment and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.